Hello again and welcome everybody to another edition of the Report. I am your Royal2IC and we're going to do another acronym and kind of have a little bit of fun with this. This one's going to be a PSA on a P.S.K. Now, give you a second to let you figure that out while I go through and say if this is your first time, welcome. Go ahead and do all the fun YouTube things. Hit the little buttons down here, the like, subscribe, the bell for notifications. Share this with somebody else that you think might be uh, in the area to gain some of the knowledge and whatnot that I do my best to try and put out. But let's go back. A PSA for P.S.K. What is a P.S.K? It's Personal Survival Kit. Now, there's a bunch, and we did a viewer requested product review from a survival kit from wish.com. And if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go back there and check that out. But there's a lot of cookie cutter, uh, one size fits all. Here you go, $20, $30, whatever it is, personal survival kit. And it goes back into the something is better than nothing. If you had a hand over here that is completely empty, and you have a hand over here with that wish.com survival kit, you could probably do something with this. It's better than this. This is completely empty. At least here you have something, even if 90% of it's trash, 10% of it's still good, 10% is better than zero. So, but the best way that you can do this, if you are new to prepping, if you're new to the prepping community, if you are going to set your heart on some sort of wish.com, some sort of eBay, some sort of Walmart, some sort of prepping supplies or a store. Hopefully nobody has that one. I hope. Um, if you're going to buy a kit, and man, I have seen all sorts of them. I've seen them as cheap as $10, and I'm not sure I want to put my life in the hands of $10. And I have seen them all the way up to 1,000 plus. And for $1,000, if I'm dropping $1,000 on a kit, this thing better almost be like my own bug out bag, location, vehicle, better come with everything. I better not have to spend another dime on survival. Um, but I've seen them from top to bottom and everywhere in between. And I want to tell you this, it's going to be an opinion, but really it's kind of fact. They're not going to work. I don't care who puts it out. Um, you can get specialized kits. Um, you have Refuge Medical that puts out amazing specialized medical kits, and those are the exception to the rule. Those are specialized, geared towards one single purpose. That is not a survival kit. Okay, so I'm not talking about that. I know there's a lot of people that love Bear and Bear Nation, and I'm right there in you. I'm part of Bear Nation, so not like that. I'm not affiliated. I make no money from him. I've never met Bear in person. I'm just saying that I'm a follower of his. I like his content and what he puts out. I respect all the things that he does, from Refuge Medical to Caleb House to Grindstone Ministries. Uh, Man puts out a lot of stuff. But as far as buying or going to one place, one website, one building, one whatever, and buying some cookie cutter survival kit, and that is going to be the only thing that you ever have to do, don't. Now, you can buy one, pull it all out, test it, see what works, what fails, what you can modify, what you can substitute. You can do that and get started on a kit, but it's probably best to make your own. Everybody's scenario is different. There's no way in the world that the same survival kit for somebody in Alaska is going to be the same survival kit as somebody in New Mexico. Okay, it's not going to happen. There's too vast of climate. There's too vast of people's needs. Uh, women's needs are different than men's. A hot climate is different than a cooler climate. Dry climate to a rainy climate. Younger versus older, somebody that's in their mid 40s is probably not going to really need baby food and baby formula. But you have 20 something mom that has a 6-month old, probably be good to have that in a kit. But that's where it comes in. You need to take and you need to look at what your needs is. What's going on? For me, I live in Ohio, and so I have all 4 seasons. I have cold winters, I have snow, I have hot summers. A couple of days ago, depending on when I put this out, it was 96, 97, felt like over 100. So, for me to grab a winter bag is definitely not really going to help. But make your own kit. Make your own P.S.K. Make your own personal survival kit. Now, I know there's a lot of people that's probably going to jump down in the comments and they're going to go, well, that's your bug out bag. That's your get home bag. That's your go-to bag. That's your whatever. Yeah, I get it. That's basically what those bags are. Those are survival kits that you have built. So for me, I guess in this video, a P.S.K. is all those bags. That's your everyday carry bag, your get home bag, your car bag, whatever you're calling it. And I've put out a video explaining the different types of bags. So if you're new and I'm kind of overwhelming you with an inch bag and you don't know what that is, I encourage you to go back and watch. So that way you can learn some of those acronyms as well. But make your own kit. Start out small. If this is your first time, if you're very new to prepping, get a bag. I did a video on how to make an EDC. Grab what you have. You don't really have to spend money for the most part. You maybe have to spend a little bit because you don't have everything. But usually for a get home bag or an EDC bag, an everyday carry bag, usually you can find something that you already have around the house. And you can take and put in, a couple of snacks that you have to be smart about what kind of snack, but put a couple of snacks, put a bottle of water, put a lighter, put the things that you're going to need to basically survive for 24 hours or whatever to get home. And then you build from there, and you go into a 72-hour bag, you go into a bug out bag, you go into an inch bag, and you start building it to your needs. Build it to you. You're the one that's going to use this for survival. You're the one that your life is going to depend on it. And so the more serious that you take it, the more time that you invest, then it's going to pay off if you ever have to grab it. There's a lot of ways that we can go. There's a lot of different scenarios I can throw out, but it comes down into a personal responsibility. If something catastrophic happens, if SHTF, if it really hits the fan, the bag that you have over in the corner, in the closet, under the bed, if something extraordinarily horrible happens, can you grab that bag and honestly say, I can survive? Because if you can't, you probably need to go revisit it. So, do your homework, take a look inside, look at your preps, look at your PSKs, and hopefully somebody that watched this video will take this PSA on this PSK and take some value. Because you just need to remember to remain united. We're all prepping this together.